All right, this is the commercial airline company stalking with the people of the state. All right, more and more up Euclid Avenue into Upland, California. The entity is indeed, this is the prosecution of every airline company and the Ontario International Airport, the City of Ontario, that is Paul Leon, and every department, the fire department, the police department, the City of Ontario, they're going to be stalking under a fake sun using commercial airline planes where there are clearly no flights here either. Okay, at over 1352 North Euclid Avenue, where that airport and the police are stalking me by helicopter on video in the evening, where they are stalking with the people of the state. License plate, conspiring my murder. License 6 Yolanda, Bob Yolanda 197. That's a psychopath, that's a demon. They're stalking me. And they're all stalking me where they live. This is a city that's engaging in that conspiracy together while a hovering airline company is stalking me through the neighborhood. This is P.O.C. and that's the prosecution and the shutdown of the airport. All right, and these are the policies that I put forth with regard to prosecuting the government. But I will have no participation in any government that has filthy hands, I'll say, like Jason Isaac Fields, who's not getting out of federal prison. Well, there's no negotiating. I'm not negotiating with any terrorists. I'm not going to change my mind because you think you can offer me money, because you think in your mind that you're some catch and you're not. You're disgusting, and I will have nothing to do with you, and you're supposed to be in prison anyway. That's exactly what the plan is. And these are my policies. These are my approach. This is my approach to prosecuting domestic terrorism, which I alone exposed and prosecuted while Jason Fields and the like, the corrupt government, were plotting my murder. And now I'm showing you how they execute those plots against American citizens in order to prosecute. And these remain my ideas and my intellectual property while I remain subject to it. This is P.O.C. This is the entity that's engaged in this P.O.C. at Hawthorne and Euclid Avenue, where all the people of the state, remember the African-American female with the lashes and the hairnet on, and she's harassing me while UPS is gang stalking me with her. This is where that pattern of conduct is underway. You're going to prison, you're going to be committed while you speak those things out of your face, and you're nothing but a vagina monitor, a demon-possessed one. Okay? That goes for Mike Lorenz. That's P.O.C. It is currently, by the way, while the entity is being defunded, because that's what this is, all means of government assistance is being stripped of this entity. The entity is being stripped of that. And these officials are being removed from office. And I will participate under no circumstances with a filthy agency. Okay? This is the entity that was gang stalking me is not going to be standing next to me when I'm prosecuting it and prosecuting you. Moreover, I just want to be clear, the entities engaged in this pattern of conduct, and these are the actors that are going to need government assistance when they are impoverished, when they're living on the street, not just gang stalking me on the street, but they're going to be living there, and they're not getting any assistance at all. This is public corruption while they're gang stalking in plain view. All right, they have sex with each other in front of everyone as well while they're stalking the people of the state and monitoring their private moments as well. These are sex offenders, these are demons, and this represents the government that's engaging in stalking in very expensive manners. Very expensive manners. And the entity that has spent all that money stalking me served to expose itself and prosecute it, serving my prosecutorial purposes, in other words. All right, this is P.O.C. at Hawthorne and Euclid, and this is denoting what is the entity that is subject to what is being prosecuted by me, and I will not be sharing in what is associating with terrorists that formerly thought that they were going to kill me, and now somehow we're going to be allies. This is all relevant to the entity that's still gang stalking me to date, and you are not negotiating, just like no American citizen, all right, is going to negotiate out of what is their right to enforce the Constitution against the terrorists. You're not getting out of that by trying to offer somebody a job. In fact, you're still gang stalking me, and I remain subject to this, and you're still sitting on my money because you think that there's some way out of it, and it's not. And everyone knows that you're gang stalking me. Everyone knows my stance toward terrorists, and it doesn't change as a vagina monitor that had sex with Tracy Banks. And whoever else that was engaged in targeting me, there is no excuse for it, and I will prosecute you just like every other demon. Just like every other one. This is P.O.C. It is currently 8:05 a.m. 1352 North Euclid Avenue, P.O.C.